He is the most decorated officer. Name is Maggie, WW2 hero and Fond du Lac's famed son. James Maggie Magalhaes has died just 2 weeks after celebrating his 103rd birthday. The US Army's 82nd Airborne Division announced Magalhaes past Thursday in his sleep at his home in Colleyville, Texas. This loss will be felt by us all. Remember, paratroopers never die, they just slip away. The division said in a Facebook post Friday morning, World War II, one of the most tumultuous periods in human history, witnessed the heroism and sacrifice of countless individuals. Among these brave souls, there emerged an extraordinary figure, an officer whose courage and leadership in the most savage battles set him apart as the most decorated hero of his time. This is the captivating story of Maggie, a true war hero who left an indelible mark on the annals of military history. The World War II hero Magalhaes was born in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin on March 11, 1917, the son of a Greek-American family. In 1937, James Magalhaes enrolled at nearby Ripon College, about 20 miles from his boyhood home. He arrived there 3 years after graduating from high school and following the short stretch in the Civilian Conservation Corps. At Ripon, Magalhaes played for the football team and majored in art studies. On Monday, December 8, 1941, halfway through his senior year and second year as a cadet in the college's ROTC program, Jim Magalhaes tuned in his radio and listened as President Franklin Roosevelt talked about a day that would live in infamy. The Japanese had attacked Pearl Harbor, Hawaii a day earlier. We knew that the war close was gathering and those of us in ROTC were seniors. We were going to graduate shortly and reckon we go in active duty, and all of a sudden we realized we were at war. In May of 1942, 25-year-old James Magalhaes, diploma in hand, World War II ragging, wounded in the fight badly. When I walked across the stage at Ripon College with my cap and gown on, in one hand I had a Bachelor of Arts degree, and the other one I had a commission of second lieutenant, but fresh out of college. On September 13th, en route to North Africa, Jim Magalhaes received word that the 82nd Airborne had undertaken a daring jump into Salerno, Italy. Docking in Oran, French Morocco, 12 days later, Magalhaes and Rivers, the newest paratroopers, continued their training in North Africa. In late November, they received orders to join H Company, 504th Parachute Infantry Regiment, 3rd Battalion of the 82nd Airborne, as replacements for those lost in Sicily. At 25, Lieutenant Jim Magalhaes and his close friend Richard Lariviere reported for duty amidst the brutal fighting in the Apennine Mountains near Monte Cassino in late 1943. Magalhaes expressed his determination, stating, "I was there, I wanted to be on the cutting edge of the battlefield." The mountainous terrain posed immense challenges, requiring soldiers to navigate through the obstacles like bricks and stones. Magalhaes acknowledged the constant threat of death, but admitted that what troubled him more was the prospect of being maimed and causing grief to his family. The Italian campaign proved to be static, with the mountainous landscape favoring the defending Germans. Magalhaes and Rivers quickly realized that adhering strictly to the army manual would not ensure their survival. Instead, they relied on their maturity and combat experience, deviating from the rulebook to do what was right. Despite their differences, Megalas and Rivers gained immense respect for their leadership skills. The soldiers under their command were willing to go to great lengths for them. Megala's effectiveness in combat was evident, holding on to territory against German attempts to reclaim it. Observing the Germans' tactics in the Italian mountains, Megas absorbed valuable lessons, honing his skills for future battles. Despite their age difference and distinct personalities, both Megalas and Rivers excelled in their roles. The Gustav line, anchored at Cassino, presented a formidable obstacle. Attempting an end run, amphibious landings were made at Anzio and Nettuno. It was at Anzio, starting in late January 1944, that Megalas underwent a transformation. Wounded twice, he emerged as Maggie, a fearless leader with a singular focus. The Battle of Anzio marked a turning point in Megalas' combat career, solidifying his reputation as a courageous and effective soldier. James Megalas initially joined the Signal Corps, but seeking combat volunteered for the 82nd Airborne Division. Wounded in Italy, he escaped Normandy due to injuries but joined Operation Market Garden in the Netherlands. Megalas displayed valor in crossing the Waal River and later earned the Distinguished Service Cross for a solo assault in Holland. In the Battle of the Bulge, he disabled a German tank, securing a town without casualties. Despite being recommended for the Medal of Honor, he received the Silver Star. Megalas continued to lead and eventually commanded Company H-504 PIR, marching down Fifth Avenue in New York City during the Victory Parade in January 1946. It was not long before Maggie's leadership qualities began to shine. His tactical acumen, coupled with an unwavering commitment to his men, earned him the respect of both superiors and subordinates. His deeds on the battlefield became legendary, as he led his troops with unparalleled valor through some of the most harrowing moments of the war. Amidst the triumphs and accolades, Maggie faced personal sacrifices that left scars on his soul. The toll of war on his psyche, the loss of comrades, and the strain on his relationships painted a poignant picture of the human cost of conflict. Maggie's resilience in the face of adversity became an inspiration to those who served alongside him. As the decades rolled on, Maggie witnessed the world undergoing profound transformations. Teaching advancements, geopolitical shifts, and evolving societal norms shaped a landscape vastly different from the one he had known during the war. Yet, Maggie's commitment to principles of honor, duty, and service remained steadfast, a timeless beacon in an ever-changing world. Maggie's influence extended far beyond his lifetime. The value he embodied and the lessons he imparted became part of a legacy that inspired subsequent generations. Military leaders, historians, and ordinary citizens alike looked to Maggie's story as a source of guidance and motivation, ensuring that the sacrifices made during the World War II were never forgotten. In recognition of Maggie's extraordinary contributions, various tributes and memorials were erected in his honor. From statues in town squares to the naming of military installations, these gestures served as reminders of a man who had stood tall in the face of adversity. The memory of Maggie became a living testament to the resilience of the human spirit. In the grand tapestry of World War II, Maggie's story stands a remarkable thread, weaving through the fabric of history with courage, sacrifice, and leadership. From the savage battles of the war to the challenges of the post-war period, Maggie's journey encapsulates the complexities of the human experience in times of turmoil. As we reflect on Maggie's life, we are reminded that heroism is not confined to the battlefield. It extends into the post-war years, where individuals like Maggie, armed with the lessons of the past, contribute to the betterment of society. In honoring Maggie, we honor not only a war hero, but a symbol of the enduring human spirit that strives for a more just and peaceful world.